Welcome back to the TCP pack. Man, I have had a lot of fun playing so far. I feel like I've accomplished quite a bit for a very short period of time that I've been on the server. Although you won't be able to tell it by my humble abode, we'll call it. It's pretty basic and rudimentary. So I thought I'd give you a quick little tour around the pad here and kind of show you what we've been up to off camera since our last episode, and lay out what we're going to try to do this weekend for this episode. So bear with me here, and we'll take a tour. Yeah, we got capes somehow. I'm not even sure how that happened, but anyway, there was something I was making that required a QAD. Oh, the Magnum torches, yeah. So I made 3 Magnum torches, one there, and one down there to make sure, because I had three or four creepers sneak up on me and blow up chests while I was doing things, and after that I just put my nose to the grindstone and said I'm getting Magnum torches, and excuse me, and that's when I went after them and got them. So anyway, I have enough to once I get some a gas tier. I'm missing a gas tier to make potions of regeneration to finish up the next Magnum torch or whatever. So anyway, so I made a little QED station, nothing major. Yeah, so all those chests right there were at one point pretty much full of different ores and minerals and things. Now pretty much just coal and lead and osmium, just some things that I had quite a bit of and don't need anymore. So I made me a sag mill, and you can see I made 6 capacitors that I'll eventually use as I'm going to build more and eventually use it as a buffer between my energy production and energy usage. And anyway, so I created the alloy smelter, and so I was going through and just grinding down coal and getting coal powder and grinding down the various ores to double them in manufacturing, and creating some electric steel and vibrant alloy to be able to create the capacitors for the capacitor banks. I also created an octatic capacitor for that, and an octatic capacitor for that. So did a little bit of that off camera, but that was primarily just to help me with my ore production, to be able to get more ores. And yeah, I'm pretty much set. That's bronze 10, and more tin, more silver, more bronze, more tin. Excuse me. More iron, copper, tin. And it's weird that the copper blocks, if you make them manually, if you do them through the smeltery, they become tinkers. But if you take the tinker copper and put it together in a 3x3, it becomes the mechanism copper. Now I'm assuming they'll work for all different patterns, so it shouldn't matter. But more silver, tin, and bronze. You can see what's predominant when you mine out an area. Boy, lots of tin, lots of silver, lots of copper, lots and lots of them. So I need my more exotic metals here. We got some obsidian. I got quite a bit of alumite. I'd smelted down a bunch of obsidian that I had received, and aluminum and iron, and made a bunch of alumite. One of the things for sure that we're going to do this series, you can still see I'm using the digger. I didn't even rename that one when I made it, but the real basic tools, that's actually the chopper that I made in the first episode. So I'm going to make the best alumite tinker one-hand tools that I can in terms of mining, and I think I'll make a crescent to get the heads off this for the beheading or whatever. But I made a division signal, and I actually recorded and I may have mentioned this in the last episode, I don't really recall. I actually recorded it to end my last episode, and my recording was corrupted, so I just came on and re-recorded an ending and called it the end. But I had done the sacrifice ritual to get the division signal, and I did that primarily so that I could make a builder's one. Right? Not primarily, I did that with the sole reason to make a builder's one, and I did that so that I could do what my intent is for this episode, which is to get working on the base. I'll continue going through and kind of showing you that's pretty much all the good stuff. Everything else is just going to be spam chests, where you can see these things are in there because a creeper blew up my tinker station while I was there and blew up half my stuff. But I have plenty of things to get started in the world. Excuse me for a second. Sorry about that. I went through a coughing fit. Still just getting over my code. I'm actually at the tail end of it. Feel very good. Still just a little rough around the edges, but anyway, these things are all just your basics. Like I said, cobble, dirt. You know, that niter. We still have niter. Those are just random chests with organic type things. Got a little small watermelon farm back there. Pretty soon I'm going to have to be using that for food. I'm almost out of steak. Before I got steak just by flying around killing cows out in the world, and I may do that again because I don't really particularly want to go to watermelon for saturation purposes. But yeah, so what I did was I just created a quick and dirty little hole in the ground, and let me just go down here and show you. We'll turn this on. Boop. So I have 2 witch spawners, an enderman spawner, and then right behind, I don't know if you can see it right there, is a blaze spawner. And of course, a blaze will still spawn in there, so there you go. So blaze is going to have it over like, I forget, 10 or 11 lighting. So they will continue to spawn. But I have a, oh, nice shot, buddy. I have a, 1 second. 1 second, recording my intro. The vacuum hopper picks up all the items and drops, and I have a few of the items on a filter, Witch's Hand and Potion of Healing. You get so many of those Witch's Hand, and they don't stack, and they will clog up your system completely. So anyway, I just put the blaze spawner in. I haven't AFK'd a whole lot here, but you know we got decent amounts of material. Got a full chest of ender pearls already. What was that? 14 stacks there. So we got a good start on everything. Good start right there as well. So, and these are just my overflow chests. So I'm catching all of the items here: chainmail, the little miniature hearts, the heads, because there'll be other items I can use that for. And I can take, right now I'm using pretty much crappy armor anyway, so I can take some of these armor and possibly repair them and have very good armor. So I'm hanging on to all those for right now. I'm going to let the chest all fill up, and then go from there. And then of course, at some point I may get into necromancy. I have no clue what it is, but I guess at some point I'll get into it because I have a ton of items for it already. So, and then this thing also, it's called a thingy from Magica. I'm not even sure, but one of the magic mods. And I want to get into some of that. I want to get my base set up pretty good from a technical aspect first. Let me turn it back off so that when I'm running around the base, they keep producing. But anyway, so this nothing fancy at all. This will all be torn out eventually. I just did it so that while I'm watching videos or editing videos or recording or not recording, but editing or watching, or if I get home from work, I only have 30 minutes to play, I can log on and just AFK in there and watch some YouTube videos, things like that. So anyway, you may have saw Raytech had messaged me or asked me a question. He is, I believe he's trying to get into Thaumcraft really well. And he is where that I got a digital miner, and so with the digital miner I mined out the area below our base. I got a ton of resources, and I'm not going to get into Thaumcraft right away. Eventually I will, but there's no reason for me not to share with him, because I'm literally not even going to use what I have right now in terms of the ores from Thaumcraft. And so I think we'll be nice, donate some to him, and there'll be something in the future that he helps us with. He's a great guy. So let's see where he's at. Hey Ray, you at home? Excuse me again, but rather than cut out every 5 minutes for me to have a coughing fit, I'll try to get the small ones on camera. But so spawn's really starting to come together. I think Crazy, this is just going to be her spawn home. I think she's pretty much moved her primary base out where BK is building his factory. This hasn't changed a whole lot. The modern house over there hasn't. So I'm not sure what the dirt is, but I know Teggy's house has been there. It looks like Mrs. B has made her own little pixelated statue up there, which that's pretty cute. I may, I may do one of these. What's this? Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but that's an actual doorbell. How cool. And yeah, Teggy, you'll be happy to know that you got me. I came over here the other day and thought, oh, I'll just check out Miss Teggy's house, see what's going on. I walk in and boom, all 15 of my levels instantly drained. So yeah, thanks a lot. You stole all of my XP. I guess that's what you get for intruding into someone's home, they'll take all of your XP. Oh, somebody started working on some roads here. Nice, nice. I'm not sure if that's who's doing that, but that's pretty cool. Um, I don't know if this is the way to get up to Ray's house or not. No, looks like somebody's building around back there. Ah, pretty cool nonetheless. We'll go back around front and go up to Ray's house and give him the materials. So yeah, anyway, while we're doing that, I'll start begin talking about what I'm going to do. So for this episode, I have a ton of things that I want to get started on for there's a button somewhere, I'm sure. Or not. That must be Ray right there. I'm guessing it is. But anyway, so there's a ton of things that I want to get started on in terms of mechanism, really going all out. I'm going to get applied energistics going baller. I'm going all out with applied energistics. I've done quite a bit of research, and man, I'm really excited about going through that. So I'm going to definitely go all out for that. And there's Ray. Come on in, he says. Oh, everybody's sleeping now. I'm not going to jump in his bed. We'll let him jump in. It takes 3 people to sleep. So yeah, he's got some He's got about the same starting machines set up that I have. I was just adamant when I started out that I was going to get to the digital miner as quick as possible. So I put all of my effort and energy into that. And a lot of people started their builds. And you know what? That's where I'm at. I want to catch up. I want to go ahead and work on getting my structure. He looks funny, doesn't he? That's some pretty cool glasses he has there. So I want to go ahead and get started on making my structure. And once I get the shell of my structure, I'm not going to worry about beautifying it or decorating it at this point. But once I get the shell of my structure, then I'm going to be able to section off areas and have an area for mechanism, have an area for applied energistics 2, and have an area for tinkers, and just all those different things. So that we can showcase our different mod builds, and nobody can sleep, but showcase all of our different mod builds, and that way, you know what, we're good to go. So anyway, I'm going to give a full stack of cinnabar, full stack of air infused, full stack of fire infused, full stack of water infused, and you know what, this is all I had on order. I don't even know what this stuff is, and this is all I had on entropy, but I'll go ahead and give it all to Raytech. There you go, bro. This should get you rolling. If you get any excess, because he has some cows down there, steak, drop me off some. There you go. But anyway, Ray's a cool guy. I'm glad to help him get rolling in that, and that'll help him get on with his builds. And that was the primary reason that I wanted to. You bet, bro. Glad to help. So that was one of the primary reasons I wanted to build the digital miner so quickly, because I wanted to get an excess of resources, not only for everything that I'm going to need, but to be able to give anything that the community wants to the community, because you know, there's only so much you can do and use in Minecraft, and I'm going to quickly exceed my ability to, or the material usage that I can use, and so I want to be able to help the community out. So anyway, you may see that looks a little different, right? So yeah, let me give you a little 3D view from our dragonfly. We'll go morph into a dragonfly here, but yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be the build. You know, I had it way out here and way out to there, and I didn't like the way it looked. So I'll probably terraform some of this area back in, or build some little pens and farms maybe. I'm not real sure what I'm going to do with this area, but it's going to go back to the community. I don't need an area as large as I had once claimed. But you know, I do want a large area, because I'm going to build a lot of factory type stuff, and if I were out in the world real far, that's exactly what I would do. I'd build a big one. So anyway, just to keep from blabbing all the day, this is just this little generic entry that I've thrown together with marble. I ran out of marble, so what I'm going to do is work on gathering a bunch of marble with the digital miner, and then I'm going to go node hopping, I'm not sure what that is, but I'm going to go get a bunch of marble and come back, and I'm going to make the structure. But I'm thinking about in my mind for the factory, it's going to have kind of a non-factory-ish entry. I'm not going to call it a factory. We're just going to call it a techie home or something. I don't know. But anyway, I think it's going to have a two-story entry here. So whatever the floor height ends up being, this will be a two-story entry. And the whole, I made it exactly 3 chunks wide and 2 chunks deep. So I'm thinking these middle chunks will all be 2 stories high. And then these outside chunks will be just 1 story high. So I think basically the second floor in the middle will be my living area, the more decorative things or whatever, and then these 2, 4, 6 chunks at the bottom will be all techie type stuff. And then if I get into the organic type mods, I'll probably go down into a basement, make a basement area the same 6 chunks, and set those up down there. So anyway, that's my goal for this episode, and I'm going to go ahead, and I know I've talked for a whole lot just to get everybody up to speed on what I have been doing, and I will come back when I have some substantial material to begin the build, and I'll do some of it on camera. I'll be back with you guys shortly. Alright guys, coming back and visit with you for a minute. I've got, what the heck? Oh, I went ahead and made some Ayumite tools, the Super Picker, the Beheader, and the Mala. Anyway, I wanted to make the beheading tool, just have it, eventually going to fight some wither skeletons, wanted to be able to behead them, so, and wanted to, don't really need to mine a whole lot of dirt or wood at this point, so I just used the Matic for both of them. Now I just carry one less tool, make it easier, and then I plan on making this a fortune and extremely fast miner, so I thought I would come in and show you guys what my intentions are with these guys. It has reinforced 2 because I use an Ayumite head. I think, okay, yeah, so that makes it reinforced 3. Reinforced 2, reinforced 3. And I have 4 modifiers left. I used a paper handle and a paper binder on this to be able to get more modifiers. So I think before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and give it some more durability here. So we'll get that. I'm going to get this. Oop. And I want to do this. Oop. And I want to think this gives it another modifier. Yeah. And let's see. So 3 modifiers left. I don't remember what does this do. I think that's beheading, isn't it? Yeah, we don't want beheading, so that's really going to be for the Z beheader. So what I want to put on this one, let's see here. I was thinking that there was a excuse me, I was thinking that there was another pretty cheap way to add a modifier. Let me see if I missed that. These books are pretty handy, by the way. Let's see, so there's durability, there's more durability. Redstone is speed. Don't care about any of those. That's looting. Attack damage, don't care about that at this point. Or do we? No, we don't care about that right now. Blah, 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 blah. So that adds the reinforcement, which we want. Knockback, we don't care about. Behead, spider. Okay, well, we're not going to make... okay, so that's the one we did to add a modifier. Yeah, we could make a notch apple, but no, don't worry about that right now. So, I'm definitely not going to use a block of diamonds. So, yeah, that's what we're going to... that's pretty much going to be it. So now we want to get some redstone, and that. Alright. So let's see here. We want to, this is the pick, so we want to make it fortune for sure. See, hopefully it'll take all the, it may take all the modifiers just to get to 450. I may not even have enough even at that. I've got to have a fortune though. I've been missing the ability to be able to fortune my diamonds and emeralds and things like that. I can able, through auto processing and grinding or whatever, I'm able to get multiple redstones and coal and lapis or whatever, all those. So yeah, I may be able to get all with this one modifier. That'd be nice because then I can do 2 modifiers worth of speed, make it pretty fast. Hopefully it goes all the way. But yeah, I wanted to be able to fortune the diamonds. I'm still touching them out with the digital miner, and I want to be able to get them, when I get them out of there, go ahead and get more out of them. I probably use 60 or so diamonds at this point, all with straight up ore, where I should have had about 120 diamonds and would have had left over. I was not able to do that. Let's see here. So we got that at 450, fortune 3, sweet. I think now we can put him in here. Yeah, there we go. We're going to get him fast. Goodness gracious, can't click. A little bit of lag there. So it's very fast as it can be, huh? Didn't take long to get to that haste. Am I out of modifiers? Probably out of modifiers, but anyway, we're going to go ahead and get him up there. Let's see, we'll do it like this first. We'll get the reinforcement 1. I wanted to get it to reinforcement 2 or 3, but let's get this other stuff on there first. We want to get these for sure. So now we have 2 modifiers left, and it's most important for speed. So you can go to haste 2. I'm going to guess that I ran out of modifiers on the other guy. So he's out of modifiers now, but it still should be fine. I wonder if he can make this thing faster. Let's see, we want to add a modifier for sure. Might as well make it more durable, right? There's no reason not to. That's kind of a cool little blue-pink look to it. 4 modifiers remaining. What does that make it go to? Only 6 hearts is all it does damage-wise. Oh, 11 attack damage, so I don't know if it's more important to behead or make it faster at this point. You can't make it faster, huh? Well, there you go. I guess we know then. Can you make it looting? You can do looting. You know what, I think I'm just going to worry about looting right now. I'm not even worried about the beheading factor. I'm not sure which is really more important, but we're going to go with this way. It takes a lot of lapis to get to 450 or whatever. Bear with me for a second. I'm going to show you guys the progress that I've made on getting the base started. And yeah, I'm quite pleased with where we're headed with it. We're nowhere near there by any means, but I think I have the basics that's going to allow it to go pretty quick from here on out. So I tell you what, let me go ahead and finish this and off camera, and then I'll be back with you when I get finished making the tools or finalizing the tools. I just thought I'd show you what we were working on, and I'll come back and show you what we're doing on the base. I'll be right back. Coming back and wanted to show you, the outline, the basics of what I'm trying to build. So pretty hard to miss it. It's in the background there. So yeah, let's go. So we'll take a close look at it. I think I'm gonna be happy with the overall how it looks. The tools we made end up, and they're really good. And that's the how fast the digger goes, which is pretty sweet. The pick is almost as fast. It's not quite instant break. It's still pretty nice though. Works good for what we need anyhow. It does have the fortune, which is important. So yeah, there's a lighting glitch up there. I'm not sure what that is, but I started recording right at dark. But I want to have a grand entry here. I'm going to do some kind of lighting to take care of these lighting glitches. I'm not sure what's up with those. And I'm using carpenter blocks, and you can kind of see that right there, how there's a dark line at the top of the column, and there's not any on that side. Well, which that would be fine, except for I'm using the exact same carpenter blocks, and you know what? It's got the line the whole time. It's very bizarre. I'll play with that a little more to figure that out. Another disappointment is, I'm using carpenter block doors, as you can see. You cannot use enlightened glass, quite clear glass, or clear glass. I tried it. The only glass that appears to work is vanilla glass, unless I'm doing something wrong. And so, hopefully, if I am, somebody will tell me, because I'd really like to use the clear, or the quite clear, or the enlightened glass. Which the enlightened glass is pretty nice because it, it emits light. So, like I'll show you here, this one we need one right here. So let's put boop, right here. Bang! See how light that made that? Pretty sweet, huh? So the enlightened glass, which you get by smelting quite clear glass in an alloy smelter with glowstone. So anyway, that's this will all be kind of sectioned off and lit up. Obviously, I'm going to use glowstone nooks. I've just got some glowstone neon put in there for the time being, just to kind of give it a little bit of light. But I'm going to use have this kind of sectioned off in different areas for the various mods or whatever. But this is going to be the outline of our grand palace, if you will. I'm not sure what it's going to be resemble when it's complete, but I'm thinking about just taking the roof line all the way back, and in this middle area, probably just leave it a grand foyer all the way up, and I'll probably do a small second, like a first story will be a primary mod area, and then I'll have a small secondary area that'll be inside this kind of wedge. So this is what the basics of what our house is going to look like, and I'm going to try to get a little bit further, at least the shell of it complete, and the roof. I'm completely out of marble, so I'm going to have to take the digital miner out and mine a bunch more marble. So I think when I get the roof complete and the shell complete, I'll come back and show you what we're going to be working with moving forward. Alright guys, I wanted to come back and wrap up the video. I know it's nighttime, but I wanted to show you the place at night. I have the enlightened glass at the bottom of that, which makes it illuminates it very well. And I'm going to let this be the end of the video. I've worked. It's taken a ton of time to mine out enough marble to even create the shell. Those are all glass. All those areas are not open. That's all glass. So it's completely enclosed. It's a it's a thing now. It's a thing. It's a thing. But anyway, yeah, it's 3 chunks by 3 chunks. But this is a grass chunk. That's a grass chunk. So we have 2 by 3 chunks to build inside. But got the roof structure finished. And just again, like I said, just have the shell built. Nothing awesome. I went ahead and took out the and again, well, that really bothers me that I can't make the glass same, but we'll figure something out. So this is going to be Draftworks. Yeah, this is going to be a thing. So we're going to probably in the next episode begin working on cleaning up our little crappy hidey holy moly dolly down here, and getting our materials moved up. And hey, you can see what's going on here, you say. Well, I thought I was going to do it on camera, and I decided I would just go ahead and get it done, and I will do the ender quarry, creating the ender quarry and getting it all set up. I'll do that on camera. But so anyway, Tesseract. So I think I'm the first one that, at least I was the first one that has a public one. I didn't see anyone else that had a Tesseract set up. So yeah, I've got a Tesseract. I've got my digital miner out in the world, and you can see she's got a stack upgrade and some speed upgrades, and it's going to town. So I officially have, that's diamond. I officially have more materials than I could ever possibly use. Yeah, so that's my yellow route for and I think I have a whole chest full. So at some point, whenever I move the base around and do whatever I'm going to do with the big reactor, I'm probably going to double or maybe even triple its size, which is another thing I should show you. You guys may recall I got it to 15 flux per tick. So let me quickly go up here and show you this. So okay, so if you hold control when you're working on a control rod, it changes all of them. So let me get this off the screen. I hate this thing. NEI is one of the best mods ever sometimes, but then other times it frustrates you. So if you hold control, it changes all mods, or all rods. So like if I go to 0, which what that does is it keeps the rods from being cooled at all. And so you can notice that it changed them all because I held control. So yeah, so with 0 rod insertion, that means that it runs as hot as it possibly can and creates as much energy as it can, as long as it doesn't overheat. And dang, almost 30,000 RF a tick. 30,000 RF a tick. And I created enough capacitor bank. There's a little more of it underground there. But yeah, 30 million in storage. I'm not. That's the reason I had it at 50%, because I'm not using even a fraction of that with my current setup, just because all I have is a quarry. But I figure I'll show you guys how to make the tesseract, because it is a bit interesting on this particular server because of man, I don't know. I have probably digital mined out about 60,000 blocks, all of which are ore or some version of ore, and I have yet to get one. Is that shiny? What the heck is that? Apatite? No. So I've yet to get one shiny ore. So if you look and real quickly, sorry. So yeah, I don't know if it's a bug with our ore generation, but shiny ore from thermal foundation, it's just not in our it did not generate and when we create our server. I haven't talked to our mod pack genuine parts. I haven't talked to him yet. He's the one that's keeping up to date with our mod pack and organizing it and all those good things. So I haven't talked to him yet about it, but I mean, I've mined out over 60,000 ore blocks with the digital miner and yet to get one. So I was bummed out and didn't think I was going to be able to make the tesseract, but I put on my thinking cap and I looked into the pulverized, and what did I find? I found that. I think I found that. What did I find that? Okay, yeah, so I found that in a sag mill, if you take any artifice ore, which is nickel ore or ferrous ore from thermal foundation, so if you run those through a sag mill, you have a 10% chance to get pulverized. And I think it was also the same in not enrichment chamber, pulverizer. Yeah, so what I chose to do, because I already had a pulverizer, is I ran all of the nickel and ferrous I had, which was literally less than a stack, all of them together, and I got 3 pulverized shiny metal out of, like, you know, maybe a stack and a half or something. It wasn't too much. So that gave me enough, because you got to have this, and let's see what we're gonna do. That, no, that's what recipe is that for? No, you ain't gotta have that. This would be a better way to look at it. So tesseract. To make the tesseract frame, which is the primary thing you gotta have the enderium ingot. And to get that, so we needed coal, sulfur, blaze powder, redstone. Got all that, no problem. So the other thing that you gotta have is enderium blend, which, boom, pulverized shiny metal. So all the other stuff was no problem. I had a magma crucible already. I have an enderman spawner, so plenty of ender eyes. So anyway, I was able to make 3 of these bad boys, and like I said, we'll go through making the ender quarry together. I haven't done any of that, so. But yeah, on the next episode, we will begin figuring out how we're going to section off our base, if we're going to do anything decorative back there on that wall. We'll just figure out what we're going to do in here and get it organized. I want to probably the primary thing I'm going to do first is create an Ender IO thing called Painter, and I believe you can take like glowstone and make it look like marble block, and so we'd be able to go through and put glowstone flooring in here so that it's lit up, and then I'll probably do the same back here on the marble wall, just so that when we're in here, it's, you know, it's completely lit up. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I sure enjoyed putting it together, and yeah, this is our base. Peace. Ow.